Hey, it's your girl Ash Michelle. I'm co-founder of 2 Loud Magazine. I do all the celebrity interviews, red carpet host, events, all of that stuff. Wait.
Nothing. Pretty. I'm just looking, watching you work.
And anyway, so plus I put the money up. Some money. Corey put up a little bit of money.
Wow.
Like
Number 2, Corey Haynes. Number 1, I am her husband.
Oh yeah, we're married.
See the ring? Oh yeah. Oh, now you remember. I also put some of that money up. Okay. And I'm co-founder, editor-in-chief. I also do like a ton of the design work, most of the behind-the-scenes stuff. If you've gotten an email from us, a correspondence from us, 99% of the time, that's usually me.
Yeah, you got it from him.
Yeah, it was me.
He's better with that. So, with all that said, we decided to start 2 Loud behind the scenes. So we wanted to answer like the relationship questions that we always get that are related to like the industry. And then also take you guys behind the scenes to answer some of those questions when we're at different events and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of the questions that we get center around, oh my God, how do you guys work together? You're together all the time. All the time. All the time. How do you make that work? So we'll answer some of those questions. We'll also, you'll see some of the stuff that happens with us behind the scenes as far as being entrepreneurs, the struggles, the conversations we have that happen with that, all of that kind of thing.
Yes. So first question, right? I'm going to read it so I get it right.
Get it right,
Okay.
get it tight. Keep it tight.
Oh.
It's definitely tight. Go ahead though.
Okay. So how do we work together in the entertainment industry?
Good question.
Okay. So number 1 is trust. You have to have trust. You have to trust what each other is saying, doing, and all that stuff. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say trust is a big one, especially because we do a lot of events where we're separated at the events, or there's all of these, quote unquote name brand people that are trying to talk to, that we're interacting with and conversating with. And if you can see her, there's a ton of guys that try to talk to her all the time. Like a lot of the big name celebrities that you heard of have tried to talk to her. But, I'm not stressing over any of that because she put a ring on it.
Okay. So brings us a good point. You can't be jealous. So people are going to try to talk to you. I mean, y'all are attractive. So of course people are going to try to talk to you. So you should just say, oh, thank you, I'm flattered. And you should be able to trust that your partner, your mate, your side piece, whoever, is going to say, no, thank you. I have someone.
Number 1, nobody has ever tried to talk to me because apparently I'm chopped liver out here in these streets. And she's, I guess, filet mignon. Yeah, the only one. And she's filet mignon apparently because everybody else tries to holler at her.
You can't be jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm just a little salty that nobody wants to talk to me. But we also used to play this game, and you guys have probably heard of it. It's that, what is it? The Hall Pass game.
Hall Pass.
So, that's the game that came off of the movie Hall Pass or whatever, where you theoretically would get a Hall Pass in your relationship if, this unattainable celebrity or personality or whatever, if you ever ran into them and they actually tried to talk to you, then you would get to go out on a date and all of that stuff. The problem is that given what we do, we actually do run into the people that were on our Hall Pass list. We've met one of the people that was at the top of her Hall Pass list like 3 times. I'm not giving that nigga no shine, so I'm not dropping any names. He is a celebrity. He's on most of your favorite black people movies. He's like a staple for all of those movies.
Are you trying to give them clues?
Yeah, that's still like 4,800 people. Anyway,
okay.
We've met him like several times, and no, we can't play this Hall Pass game anymore because, no, duh.
That's just because we haven't ran into Rihanna yet.
Rihanna.
Oh!
Listen, Rihanna. Listen.
Say trash. The other thing is, if you have an issue with your partner, you cannot make a scene at the event. You are not getting any ratings. No one cares but they're all recording because it's juicy gossip and you didn't act a fool. You can't do it.
Yeah, you can't do it.
For example, so we went to an industry event and we took a picture, and the person that was in the picture, I felt like Corey's hand was a little too low. He wasn't grabbing ass or trying to fill her up or anything like that, but I was uncomfortable where his hand was. So instead of like making a scene at the event, it was like, oh, what the fuck you did at the... No. I waited till after the event. I showed him the picture. I expressed my feelings and said, you know, I didn't appreciate where your hand was. He understood, and I feel like, you know, we got clarification. It worked out.
But the only way you get to that point where you know where those lines are or what's uncomfortable or what's not acceptable is by having those conversations. And that conversation went pretty easy. There's other conversations that we've had where it's turned into like a whole contentious kind of thing, just with us trying to get on the same page as each other and having two different viewpoints and being together all the time and all of that kind of thing. But we'll talk more about that sometime in the future, so stay tuned in.
Basically, don't put on a show or scene at the event. Wait till you leave.
Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Look for us again. We'll be doing these probably once a week, sometimes more. We'll be doing these once a week. They'll be on our YouTube page, and you can find us on our social media. So make sure you check that out. If you have a question for us, whether it's relationship or how you handle a relationship in an entrepreneurial environment, because that's what we've been dealing with. For how long have we been together? Just testing you.
Oh my God. Over 19 years.
Over 19 years. We've been together for a very long time. None of that on and off bullshit like you see other people. Like, it's been a straight 19. So we're basically veterans in this. 19. Yeah, we're basically veterans in this, and we still don't have all the shit figured out. But if you want to hear some of our takes on things that we've been going through, how we handle it, what we think about it, then make sure you tune in. Or you can also send us questions that you have on your own. DM it, you can email it to us, follow us on social media though. You want to tell them where they can find you?
Should I? No, I'm playing. Ashley, the number 2, L-O-U-D, Ashley Too Loud is where I'm always.
And then you can find me on Instagram at Corey Too Loud, C-O-R-E-Y, the number 2, L-O-U-D. And make sure you follow the magazine so you can see what we're talking about, what we're dealing with, all of that kind of thing. And that's the number 2, L-O-U-D-M-A-G.
That's it.
And we're out.
See you guys soon.